There is certainly something in the water. It is for those people who are in the queues around waiting to see the royal couple arrive a bit later on this morning. 11:05 at Amberley and around 2:30 at Southbank. Well, one of the joys of long weekends for me is going for the extended drive, visiting towns, on those journeys, stopping off at markets on the way. I love to see those local markets, and particularly the local crafts, what's been invented and built, made there, handmade for the visitors travelling through. So there might be a great market in your part of Queensland you'd like to tell us about. 1300 222 612. Call up, tell me about your markets. 1300 222 612. Tanya Hall has been out looking at all the markets around the moment and joins us. In fact, you've made it through the crowds to get in this morning, Tanya.
I did battle it through the crowds, Chris.
So you've put on your best royal frock and pearls, which is nice.
I did leave the crown at home. The tiara is sitting on my dresser, unfortunately.
It's an extraordinary event. I mean, be either monarchist or Republican.
Yeah.
This is extraordinary. The number of people come out for an event like this, isn't it?
Already even. They're just lining the streets and waiting to see Will and Kate. It's really exciting.
And I wonder if there's many Republicans out there who are part of this throng of people who just want to see them because of celebrity.
Yes, and also to find out what dress she'll be wearing.
What dress would she be wearing? Away from the debate of head of state. Let's just leave that alone for a moment. Let's just not talk about that at this stage. This is all about
fashion.
Celebrity and fashion and a beautiful weather. It's a long weekend and people are out and about. I wonder how many people would have come out if it was midweek.
I don't know, or even if it's raining. That really tests your resolve, doesn't it? It
certainly would do that. Now, you love markets.
I do indeed.
Why do you love markets? What's your personal love of markets? What do you get out of it when you visit these things? So I'll out myself here. I love to watch people.
People watcher?
I'm a bit of a people watcher. And not only just the visitors to markets, but the people behind the stalls.
Yeah.
And to see the products that they've either made themselves, which is the thing I tend to like, rather than the imported products they're trying to sell.
Yes, exactly.
Watching them and the connection between that person and the items. I find it quite fascinating, but that's me. What do you like?
That's what I love as well. It's just the craftsmanship and all the work that goes into their produce. It's a labour of love, really. It's not a mass-produced item. It's something that they've sat down, thought about. They love either making jam, cake, clothes, crafts, homewares, and they've sat down in their own time, started making it out of a labour of love, and it's become something that other people have gone, oh, you know what, that's really good. I really want something like that.
Food's a big one.
Food is definitely a big one,
that's a big one, is the homemade foods. It's the cakes and the jams.
There's a lot of crafts in the food as well, pickling. People don't always know how to pickle these days. So when you go to a market and you see chutneys and pickles and relishes, I stock up because I know I can't make it better than they can. They do an amazing job.
Well, that's your goal for this Easter long weekend. Is
learn how to pickle.
Learn how to pickle things. That's what you've got to do. That's your job.
All right.
We're right across Queensland today, and there's markets right across the place. I wonder, how's the tropical north dealt with, of course, with the Cyclone Ida? Are they holding markets even now, considering they've gone through this pretty traumatic weather event?
There are still markets, and I think now is an even more important time for the community to get out there and celebrate just things that they've made, and also the Easter long weekend. There's a lot of Easter events on all across Queensland, out west as well. So there's lots happening this weekend.
Where
if you don't want to see Will and Kate. I might just quickly start in Brisbane because it is still school holidays and everyone's still looking to figure out what to do with the kids. For anyone who is in Brisbane today, there is something called Slime Time Live, which is an interactive stage show at the Queen Street Mall. There's fun games to play on stage, including SpongeBob SquarePants game. And there is also slime involved, which kids love, parents not always. But that is today and tomorrow, actually, at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m.
So take the old clothes? Is that what you're suggesting?
Take a change of clothes, at least, yes.
Yeah, old clothes and a change of clothes.
Yeah, take a super soaker.
All right, so it's 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock today until tomorrow. Okay, where to next?
So moving up north, there's the Burpengary Community Markets at Burpengary State School today, and that is on until 1 p.m. And apart from the usual stalls there, you can also find a hairdresser, you can get signs, banners and stickers made, and there is a brand new dog wash in a giant blue dog starting this week. So you can take your pooch up there, have a real family weekend.
So I'm a cat person. So it's difficult for me to take cats for a cat wash.
Do cats like baths?
No.
Yeah.
No, not that keen. So it would be a completely different experience, I think, if it was a cat wash instead. But anyway, moving on.
Moving on. So even further up north, on the Cairns Tablelands, so we've gone up to far north Queensland now, there is the village of Kuranda. And today there is Easter in the Park at Centenary Park until 4 p.m. So entertainment there includes a magic show, face painting, jumping castles, kids games, as well as horse and carriage rides. And there is also an Easter egg drop where the Easter Bunny will be showering visitors to the village with 5,000 Easter eggs throughout the day. And that is a unique Easter event, I think. It
certainly would be. We should calculate the calories with that. 5,000
Depends how many you catch.
Yeah, and
well, you've got to run to catch them, so you're burning off
energy.
Calories.
Okay, fair enough.
They've thought out this well, I think.
Well thought out. All right, and where to?
Over at Kenilworth, there is the Kenilworth Cheese, Wine and Food Festival, and it's one day only today. It's in the town park, and there is music, food stalls, cooking demonstrations, horse-drawn wagon rides. My personal favourite, a cheester egg hunt for the kids.
What's a cheester egg?
A cheester egg, yeah. Find some cheese.
Oh,
maybe and some eggs, yeah.
Right, okay, right. I was thinking
they've gone for the very clever play on words here.
Right, okay.
And there's also a cheese rolling contest, which you don't always see every day.
From a hillside, they have those big round rolls
of
wheels, and you roll them. They're the ones you have to beat down the hill.
You have to run. You have to work for your cheese at the end of it.
Yes. So you roll them and run at the same time.
Yep, that's it.
Sensational. I love that idea. All right, so we then move to. Have we done Springfield?
We haven't. So back to Brisbane again is the Greater Springfield Easter Festival, and this is on in the Robel Domain Parklands. There are heaps of international food stalls. There's a free screening of Monsters University. There's pony rides and other kids' activities as well, including rock wall climbing, laser skirmish, a super slippery dip, and not one but two jumping castles.
Of course. They need one for the big kids as well, can I say?
Probably, yes.
There needs to be an adult.
Don't squash the smallies.
Jumping castle. All right, anything else that's on today?
On today, out west, as part of Roma's Easter in the Country celebrations, there are street markets on both today and tomorrow. Today's markets are on in the CBD and Sundays are on in Bassett Park. And the markets are on from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. each day. And you can find an array of arts and crafts, homewares and food.
All right, so that's today's markets around the state. Let's look to tomorrow. But before we get your list, I've got Jenny from Stanthorpe on the line, who's got a market out at Stanthorpe, which you're going to tell us about.
Wonderful.
Hi there, Jenny.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. So what's the weather like at Stanthorpe at the moment?
Actually brilliant. Blue sky, and we've got market in the mountains tomorrow. We're in our 21st year, and where we make it, bake it, sow it or grow it, and we're at the Stanthorpe Civic Centre.
So, do you get big crowds to it?
Oh, we get good crowds. We'd love to see more.
Well, there's an opportunity. Stanthorpe tomorrow. What time does it start?
8 o'clock to noon at the Stanthorpe Civic Centre in Mars Street, and where you can get some great unique gifts, fresh produce, fabulous foods, all those wonderful things that the marketeers are well known for.
Do you have a market there? Do you have a store?
We do, actually.
What do you do?
We do woodwork.
Are you a woodwork person?
I'm not, but my partner Julie is. She does all the woodwork, but, we've got great stalls with different people have leather goods, belts and bags, and we have a lady who does jewellery made out of paper, which is quite unique. Some, great people who make some Italian delights.
Like sweets, as in?
Oh, yes.
They just have the best sweets. The Italians and the French, I would say. I think they're the
and, yes,
best
we've
cakes.
got a gentleman brings homemade croissants in, so we've got it all there.
Lovely. All right, Stanthorpe tomorrow from 8 o'clock.
Great. Come and see us.
Good on you. Thanks, Jenny.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, there's one you don't have to mention now.
I know, and she had me at homemade croissants. They sound amazing.
I think I had Italian. So I was almost out the door. Anyway.
We're both at Stanthorpe tomorrow. I think that's done.
Okay, you know what you'll be doing tomorrow. That's great. If there's any other markets around Queensland that you'd like to tell us about, 1300 222 612. Give us a call right now. What's happening else tomorrow?
Another thing that's on tomorrow, out at Coochie-Mudlow, is the Coochie-Mudlow Island Easter Sunday markets. So you can catch a ferry from Victoria Point to get out there. These are on from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. And they've got some specials this weekend. There are smoked fish pies, roast pork on the spit as well, and various other pies. And these markets are beachside, so they're really lovely just to have a bit of a relax.
I love going to visit the islands through Moreton. It's nice to get out in one of the water taxis or the ferries and head out there.
You feel like a world away from Brisbane. It's not that far at all.
Absolutely. Mackay. Let's go to Mackay.
Up to Mackay, there's the Easter Street Party on tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. These include markets, live music, an Easter bunny visit, wildlife rescue animals, face painting, jumping castles, train rides. There are also chalk art workshops, and there's also a free Easter egg hunt on at 11:30 a.m.
Okie dokie, so it's all Mackay, and the weather's looking pretty good, that part of the coast. There's a few showers in the far north, but it's not too bad there at the moment.
It won't affect the Easter egg hunt?
Oh, it never does.
Okay, good.
If your water doesn't...
Priorities.
Your water doesn't spoil chocolate, it's always good. Let's go to Manly.
Back down to Manly tomorrow is the Manly Creative Market on from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. and this is on at Little Bayside Park and it's great for gift ideas. It's Brisbane's second oldest continuously operating creative market, so it's just packed full of arts and crafts.
I like the arts and crafts. Before we go to your next one, we're going to go to Woodford, hear about the Woodford markets now. Tony's on the line. G'day, Tony.
Hey, how you going?
Good, thanks very much. So there's markets on Woodford this weekend.
Yeah, I think the third Sunday of the month they always have markets in the main street. I go up there quite often. I'm part of the narrow gauge railway that's up there, and there's always markets on the third Sunday, and that's tomorrow.
So tell me about the narrow gauge railway. So this is a ride for the kids?
Yeah. We've got a short run, about a kilometre, that we have old sugarcane trains that we run up there. And so I'm up there quite regularly, and I know the markets are on tomorrow, so I thought, I'll let you know because it could be a good day out on a Sunday.
That, and then go for a ride on the narrow gauge rail.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That would be nice as well. Good on you, Tony. Thanks for telling us about it.
No worries.
Thank you. Tony from Camira with details of the Woodford market on this weekend as well. 1300 222 612. If there's a market in your part of Queensland, give me a call and tell me about them. That sounds like fun. Going for the rail line.
There are so many markets on. It's wonderful.
It's nice to hear about them.
Really
absolutely. Let's go to where's next? Peregian, is it?
Yeah. Yep. This is not a market, but it's a little community event. Outdoor movies at Peregian, which is outside the Peregian Beach Surf Club. Tomorrow's movie is Finding Nemo, and it starts at 6:30 p.m.-ish. Entries by donation, and funds will support Peregian Beach Nippers.
Okay. Where to next?
Up also on the Sunshine Coast tomorrow is the Ocean Street World Festival. So this is a free one-day festival full of international music on 2 stages. There's art, kids' rides and food from around the world. And this is at Ocean Street, Maroochydore. So it's a great little fun day out.
And this weather's just ideal to get out into these markets.
It's perfect,
I haven't seen such weather at an Easter for a long time.
We're really lucky, yes.
Normally when I go away for a long weekend, Easter, it rains.
It's just drizzly and cold and rainy.
And I've chosen not to go away this weekend and put my hand up to, work for a few hours, and I've got the ideal weather.
Well, luckily you've still got markets around Brisbane as well, so you can still get out there and enjoy it.
I can still do that as well. Where to next?
Well, on Monday, since it's a long weekend, there is the Easter Fair at Woodgate near Bundaberg. So this has over 240 market stalls with food, clothes, plants and crafts. There are pony rides, face painting, a sideshow alley for kids, and this is on the Esplanade at Woodgate, and gates open at 7:30 a.m.
So plenty to do this weekend to get out and have a look at the markets. If you don't want to be involved with the royal visit today, there's plenty today as well.
Yes, Republican or Royalist, there's something on for you.
Okay, so will you be out in the crowd or are you heading to a market?
I'm going to head to a market personally, but I will watch with bated breath to see what Kate wears on TV tonight.
Do you buy clothes based on that?
No, not at all. I still find it interesting, though.
Do you say, I like that little yellow outfit she had on yesterday with a little white leg piece?
Yes, I'll sell one liver to pay for that. That's fine.
You have to take up sewing. That's the other thing.
That's
Learn to
true.
pickle, take up sewing, and then you can do both.
If anybody needs a market stall idea,
there it is.
Homemade Kate dresses.
Oh, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah. I'd buy that. Anyone out there?
You'll be there in a moment. Well, that's marvellous. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
And you enjoy the crowds as you head out of here as well.
Yes, I'll battle out.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tanya.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay. Tanya Hall with our markets this weekend, this long weekend. And if there are other markets around Queensland you'd like to tell us about, give me a call, 1300.